The gTech Air Ram is a very popular cordless vacuum sweeper. And as you may have known if you follow me and my channel, they do not have the best rep for reliability. So when somebody at work gave me this and asked if I'd have a look at it because it smelled of burning, I said yes, why not? So we are going to troubleshoot this gTech Air Ram, I think it's a Mark II, and see what's wrong with it, and if it does actually smell of burning, or if it's just something completely different, because you never can tell. So, let's have a look. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? So, my first Mark II Air Ram we have here before us. What do we have? All I was given was the charger and the machine. As we see here, the first thing I'm going to do, which has been bugging me ever since I got it, is take this off. This was on it when I got it. This, I think, is the bit of packaging that stops the on-off switch being depressed, don't be sad, being pushed in transit. Because with that off, we will find that it works. And it works okay, I'll be honest. I mean, it moves quite well, as you can see. Horrible to push. There is so much flex. There is so much flex in this handle. It's horrible to push, but doesn't really smell of burning, I'll be honest. So I think we're going to have a closer look. We'll recline that down so it's out of the way. We'll have a closer, God, there's so much play in that. We'll have a closer look at the actual machine and see if we can figure out what may have caused it to smell of burning. It doesn't now. Hey ho. So to open this, I don't actually know, I haven't had it yet. We simply lift up this part here, and this shows us the dirt bin, which has some dirt in it. We'll have a clear up of that in a bit. We'll put that to one side. But in here, see, it's just, the battery comes out. We'll put that up there out of the way. As you can see, it really is just a cordless carpet sweeper. There's a little motor. I don't know if it'll turn on without a bin in place. Literally, the tiniest amount of suction comes out of there. What is this? It's a 100 watt machine. So literally, this bit here does all of the work. This very stiff brush roll. This is the rubbery flappy bit that digs into the carpet when you push it forwards. Now, is that a button? How does one remove the brush roll? That looks like a button, doesn't it? Why can't I take the brush roll out? What's going on? I want to take the brush roll out and see what it's like. Let's go and have a look at the manual and see. Let me have a look at how to remove the brush roll. I should have done that before this video, really. And we'll see what's wrapped around it. Okay, apparently this is where we need to be looking. Simply push down on the button and pull the brush roll out. That is not pushing down, is it? It sort of moves. Doesn't locate. No. Wow. That's a pain in the bum. So I'm wondering if I can see what. Ow. Why is this not rotate? Why is this not doing what it should do? Why is it being silly? And I don't want to have to tear it right down. Looks like we might have to. This is from the gTech official video, which I have just watched. In fact, it's still up on my screen now. The bloke's got the brush roll in his hand. He simply pushed it down and pulled it out. This is not pushing down, nor pulling out. And I'm having to put some considerable force into it not pushing down or pulling out still. Oh. Hope it's not broken. No, these things never break, do they? Let me go find some tools and try again. A bit more persuasion this time. Right. The screwdriver warrior has a screwdriver. And if I've already chipped the plastic though, this is so thin. But if I lever it from in here, that is making the button push in. But it won't go any further. I reckon there's something caught back there on the other side. I reckon this is supposed to push it up and then lift out. But it's not. And I'm not too worried about chipping the edges. The person whose machine this is isn't going to be that fussed about it. Ah, there we go, look. Oof. Being a little bit chipped and a little bit damaged. And already I can see gTech's Achilles heel staring me in the face, all of that hair around that brush roll cog. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And this is oh dear, oh dear, oh dear as well. And the problem with this doing this, of course, is that it's going to melt. And it has started to melt as well. I think we caught this just in time, because that little tiny bearing there isn't going to take much crap. It's not going to handle it. It's going to really, really suffer. This is what the Air Ram Mk2 did. If you remember the one that I had into repair, that did the cog, as they all do, it just had hair wrapped around everywhere as well. And it's just this, they just can't cope with it. That's what got me banned from gTech social media pages, because whenever people had issues, I used to help them. And I used to help them by saying, yes, you need to maintain it regularly, literally every week, every month. Do this. gTech didn't like that. They banned me. I'm banned from their Twitter. I'm banned from their Instagram. I'm banned from their Facebook. Oh dear, crikey, this is just coming off in layers. I'm surprised you probably cloned somebody with all this. But I can't pull it because it's underneath this bearing. I've just got to keep sawing away at it. You can't even see me. Until, and it will come eventually. It might take a... Oh, I can already smell hot hair, actually. Wonder what popping these two tabs do. There's two little tabs here. I'm wondering if that takes the end cap itself off. It's not, but already look, you can see, if If my phone focuses, come on. It's at the bottom, at the back, is just melted plastic. Melted plastic everywhere. I don't think the end cap is going to come off, even if it should. But I think, say we're nearly there, it's still too much there than I would like. So yeah, literally, if you own one of these machines and you found me from the Google algorithm, hello, when did you last fully check, especially if you have a female in the house, when did you last check your brush roll? Perhaps you should go and do that soon. Right, I think that's about as cleaned up as we're ever going to get it. I mean, there's still lots there, and yeah, you can see now, look, it has fully started to melt. Come on. If I put my hand there, so it's fully started to melt underneath. There, look. All around me. That's why I trumped it with the screwdriver. Don't worry too much about those. But yeah, all this, I mean, there's still more in there. But all of that came out of it. That is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. It also makes me wonder, how look at this. Oh, there's a lot in here. And again, look, that whole bearing carrier has melted. I mean, it's still okay, but melted. Completely melted. And obviously there's lots and lots and lots under here as well. And I don't know how one of these comes apart, because I've never had one apart. So we might give it a little go now, but I don't want to go too nuts in case it's not, you know, simple. Because gTech are not simple machines at all. If I can't get the cover off just by removing a few screws, then we may not proceed any further, but we'll give it a go. They're the same size. I don't know if there'll be one under there or not. We'll have to have a check. Is that taking the cover off or loosen this at all? No. Let's just remove all the screws. What's the worst that can happen? Quite a lot, actually. This could go catastrophically wrong. Ah! That's handy though. That little green bit there takes the handle off. Okay, point there for gTech. Just one there. And these things are quite expensive from what I've read about them. They're very expensive indeed. So, right, the smaller ones are in here. Yeah, they are aiming up market. So, what's loose now? They are trying to tap in. I mean, you probably can't have failed to see all of the adverts for it. Even my company, I work for an advertising company, and gTech do adverts with us as well. And yeah, fair enough, pays the bills, but they are trying to be premium when they're really not premium at all. They are just another company who just have failings in their products. It's a bit sad to see. Right, what have we just removed? We have removed this part here, which has the LED trim and the top trim and all of that. Now we can see this bit. Look, there's the LED strips, look. They're all stuck on. That's quite cool, that works. Can deal with that. What I want to do is get into here. And I don't think that's actually going to be as easy as I first thought. Annoyingly. I want to get under there so we can clean all the hair out from around the cogs. Right, and the very small, in fact they're all the same size. So this entire front end has identical screws, that's okay to see. No, they don't, they are ever so slightly shorter on this. I think this is just going to take off if this will run a strip. I'll be honest, I don't think we're going to get any further forwards than no. No, there's nothing else under there. That was completely pointless. Is there anything under these wheels? No, nothing under these wheels. No. How does one get into there? I do wonder. In fact, it is just there because there's the belt that drives the thing. That didn't do anything. That all that is. That's just a little, I thought that would expose like the thing to take the wheel off or something. No, it didn't. Right, there's a screw here. That's the motor fan. That is. So what I need is just for this bit here to lift up. That is all I need, and I'm being very careful to not. It's such flimsy plastic, I've got to be ever so careful. I also don't want to rip the wires for the LED strip either, because that would be pretty bad. But I'm not seeing any other screws at all. Nothing, unless that's not a panel. That doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to pause and see if I can work out how to get this part off, and then I'll come back and show you what I find, if I find anything. Nope, I can't do it, folks, and I'm not going to go much further. Every screw is out of this now that I can see, and from what I can tell, this inner bit lifts out of the outer shell, but I don't know how, and I'm not playing about there. However, that's not a bit going there. That's just a little Dyson brush roll motor, that is. But yeah, let's have that out. There is hair in there, but I cannot get to it without. I don't want to do much damage to it. I mean, I've got a little bit of freedom with this, as I'll explain in a bit at the end of the video, but I obviously don't want to trash it. There are no other screws anywhere. I've looked under all the stickers, those don't come out, the wheels I can't get off, and yeah, it's all, you can see it starting to come away there, but it just doesn't. And I don't know why. I think it is still fixed somewhere, but I'll be flipped if I can. Hang on, have I just found it? Oh. There's just a big meaty clip holding it in somewhere. Yeah. See what I mean? It's just, no. No. Always know when to just stop. It works. It works, and that's got to be good enough. So, a little bit of a wild goose chase there. Luckily, I mean, it's going to smell a bit of birdie hair now, because there's nothing I can do. This is the handle lock recline mechanism. I've heard bad things about these. I've done a little bit of research, and I have heard some right horrors about them seizing up and generally being awful. But that was on the Phase 1 Mark 2. So this one might have the updated version, because yeah, they did change it. So it didn't do that. I think they had to replace so many on the warranty. Reading Trustpilot, it was just full of people saying they were broken out the box. They just seized up right. And then somebody also said that if you spray silicone lube over every single moving part, that fixes it as well. So I can't comment on this one because I don't know if it's going to be one of the amended ones or not. That bit went there. So hopefully whatever hair is wrapped around all of these moving parts, I mean it turns okay, will just burn itself out, you know, and be alright, because yeah, there's nothing else that I can do for this that can be done today. Nothing at all. I don't want to break it. Oh, these front screws back in, all of them. Yeah, I think if anybody knows how, if anyone's ever had one of these apart, please comment. You know, we all might learn something from it. I won't have this by the time the video goes live. It would have gone way before that. So there's no point in telling me to give this a go because I won't have it anymore. It's going to be mine. Which has gone back to its loving owner. And hopefully all will be well. That's the last of the front screws. They are all the same size. Oh, did you? These two springs sit in there. And this clips on the back and then snaps in to the front. There we go, that's all that does, I think. We can check. Yeah. And the battery seems quite good. What's that? 22 volt, 2000 milliamp. That's the same as the Gen 1 Dyson DC16 batteries actually. But it's got so much less to use. Because it's weird, because having seen that suction fan, to call this a vacuum cleaner is really, really pushing it. Because what I think happens is it basically just sucks the dirt, it sweeps the dirt into the bin with the littlest of suction just to get any dust off. That's what all this big rubber contraption at the front and the back's for, to create the illusion that it's doing something. And it does groom really well, I'll be honest. Grooming wise, it is pretty good, but yeah, they're not great. We'll have a look at the filter in a second. And I'm showing you this in real time because it's not a difficult machine. I'll be honest. I was certainly I don't think there's any point in you going to the extent that I did. Literally, just keep that brush roll bearing and completely free of dirt. And you should be alright. Right, where am I missing the screws from? I had 2 extra screws. There's one. There's the other ones. One in there, one in there, one in there, there. Both of those are in there. Well, they say it's not a proper job unless you've got a screw left over. You just slide in there. And you only have 4 screws. And that's probably why also this didn't... there we go, look. That's how it works. That does push down. And it can now. I wish I could get some more of that hair out, but I don't think there's much point. Yeah, that's why it wouldn't come out. That's why we had to brute force it. It had jammed itself in so much. But it just didn't work. Right, let's put that back on now. And now we know that, we can, manipulate. There we go. Look. And yeah, there you go. Look, it pushes now. Look, and that hole in a bit. It doesn't go. You have to sort of push it back in to go in. But that should, in theory, and look, you can tell, look, can you see it? It is just a glorified carpet sweeper. Right, let's clean that up now. We'll take a quick look at this because I've never seen one before really. Bin empty, remove bin, done that. Opened the door. Oh yeah, look, that's the compacting mechanism. Look, there's all the dirt stuck behind it. So there we go, we've done that. Oh, this is, no, okay, I've gone for the filter first it seems. Here is, oh gosh. That's your gTech filter. And here's how you empty your gTech bin. Doesn't seem to come apart anymore. Oh no, it does actually. There is one screw here. There we go. So that's not the end of the world to pull out. There's your scraper bit. There's your shroud. There's your dust collector. And there's your filter. Right, back out with the back. There we go. Okay, that's cool. That's how you wash it. Very nice indeed. We'll put this back on. Slide this back in being sure to line the screw hole up, which does it just like that. There we go. But I put the screws safely out of the way so it didn't go up the vacuum cleaner. There we go, look. So yeah, maintenance of the bin, I would give an A. That's perfectly fine. Very simple. We'll put this... which way did this go in? Ooh. Because, Becca, you idiot, that's the wrong end. I put that on the wrong way around as well, haven't I? Oh, I haven't. That should just be clipped on. That bar. Ha 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 ha. I see, and that goes in there. Okay, that's fairly cool. But gTech has just announced their new little tiny one. You don't need it though. You've got this. I could probably even clean the chair with it. There we go. How cool that is. There you go. So if you did ever fancy their new tiny little sweepy one, you don't need it. Just take the handle off of your gTech. No, don't do that. Put the handle back on, in fact. Because we are done. Another thoroughly easy, not at all surprising video on a gTech carpet sweeper. Just don't. And if you have, check the brush roll, please. This is going to go back. Interesting fact I mentioned earlier. Do you remember the Dyson DC54 Kinetic that I had last year that now resides Mr. Hooverlux? This is what replaced that very Dyson. Diana said, oh, the Dyson doesn't work. If you remember why it didn't work, it was wrapped up in exactly the same hair. And that's damn near killed this as well. This has been written off. She messaged gTech under the warranty, thankfully, because gTech are notoriously terrible out of warranty, and said it smelled of burning, because it does smell of burning. It smells of burning hair. But you're not going to know that if you don't know what electrical burning versus hair burning smells like, are you? Well, I could sit that there and not have to hold it. So they voted, oh, she's got another one of these, and asked me if I could do anything with it at all, so she could have one upstairs, because she quite likes it. So, Diana, all fixed for you. Just keep an eye on your brush roll. So that's it for me and this gTech. I hope you've enjoyed. Problem with these sort of videos is that it's generally, they find their way into the hands of people that want to fix their gTech because it's the only one going. So hi, if that's one of you. Sorry I couldn't get it fully apart. Please ask any questions and I shall try my best to answer them. But this wasn't a full strip down video. It's still clipping itself together now. It wasn't a full strip down video. Just think of it as a brush roll repair. So, there we are. Thank you very much for watching and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.